What's going on? This is Life is Rigged, and the title is You Already Know. And I'm kind of liking this bald head I got. Yeah, first time going bald head since I can remember. So, guess I'm that bald head beard guy. So, I'm saying something that most people don't want to recognize or realize. Might as well get a little shade in there. Is that since the beginning of time, we have been in the Hunger Games. And that's time marks the time where you realize you had to eat. And when the first creation of man that was created, it was like you had to go. Your first responsibility is to go find something to eat. Okay, you say eat, and I say yes, and I say that how do you eat? You go and get your food. When you go get your food, before, let's say, before the grocery store markets has been uh, created, you had to go hunt to go get your food. So it was like a game. And that is the Hunger Games. So, because your job, man's first job was to go find something to eat. And it is like a game. When you go find something to eat, because it's never the same, you goes out and you hunt and it comes in all different ways. So that's like a game because you are hungry. When you go out and get your food, it's a game. You got to pick what you want to eat, what restaurant you're going to, what grocery store you're going to. So it's like a game. And what you do with games, you play it all the time, right? So we play this shit every week, this game, because you are hungry. It's because we go to the store and we get food in different ways, trying to decide what we're going to eat. It becomes a hunger game in a sense. In the beginning of time where you had to go hunt and find your food, it was really a game. Okay? Because it's just like any other game. You sit down and you play with the remote controller. Um, you had to go on an adventure to like a game and find your food. So that's a game. And you're hungry. So that's the Hunger Games. Now, you would think, why such a harsh title? And I'm like, well, how harsh is it if it's the truth? We all go out and play these games to eat every day. It's a game every day, waking up every day and doing the same thing over and over again, hunting or going to get your food. Now, it's a game and it is called the Hunger Games because it's a game that you are forced to play. Because if you don't eat, you die. What do you eat? You eat something that used to be alive, or you eat something that's live. So you kill. It's a game. It's a hunting game because you eat things that you have killed. If it was some meat or if it was a live plant. Live plant. It ain't live no more after you cut it and eat it. So you're killing something that lives just to eat so you can live. And that is the recipe for all of our existence because we kill other people so we can eat, so we can live. So you always killing something that used to be alive so you can eat and live. So that's a game. All right? That's a game. You replace this one that was there. You replacing. That's a game. That's a numbers game. And who will be interested in something like that? Okay? You walking around here thinking you know things and you're not even aware of the surroundings of your whole existence and this world. That's all you have to do. Like I told you, this channel can teach you things by using regular common sense. Things that's right in front of you, things that you do every day. And it's quite obvious when I point these things out. Like, so you eat and kill somebody else so you can live. By the design of us having to eat other things and kill other things so we can live, that creates an energy. Hey, have you ever thought why wild animals in the wild kill other animals just to live? Well, that's a lower realm of it, of what I'm discussing. It's a lower realm. It's lower and higher realms on the earth and beyond the earth. It is a couple of realms here. Like insects and stuff, that's a whole nother realm. That's intertwining with our realm to where we can visibly see it, but we don't understand their realm. Unless you was a fly or a bee. If you're looking at insects and you be studying insects and animals and you be trying to wonder and figure out like how is it in their world? You know what I mean? It's a different realm. But you have 3D ability and they are allowed for you to see their realm. Fourth dimensional realm is beyond our eyesight. That also intertwines with the 3D and this and but we can't see it, but they can see us and affect us. So why do you think wild animals in the wild have to kill other animals just so they can live? And they do it literally. Every day they have the responsibility when they wake up to eat, and when they eat somebody, they have to kill somebody else to eat. And watch your back so you won't be eaten. And that's the same thing we do. So you have these different systems here. From insects all the way from animals all the way up to the most intelligent animals, humans. It's a system of kill or be killed, eat other living things so you can live. That's why you can see demonic um, beings or people you want to call them um, drinking other people's blood and sacrificial, and that's how this place is so demonic that you don't know it. They told you it was a happy place so you can play along. If you knew how bad, if you knew you was in hell, you wouldn't even participate. You would be like, I ain't. But you are fooled. So now you're participating in this Hunger Games that you didn't sign up for. We was created with mouth and forced to consume. And you look up, it's world. Oh, it's so coincidence that and convenient that it's a world it's a food shortage or it's on world hunger. We wouldn't even have that problem if we didn't have the need to eat. We were designed this way as a tool for them against us. So going in the design of designing us, this entity had this in mind. Before the creation, he was like, we're going to feed them, create them with a mouth and digestive system so they could be forced to consume like little slaves. Because I'm not going to design anybody so they can deal with world hunger. I ain't going to design anybody who had to deal with food shortages. That's my department. I designed you, and now you look up, it's a food shortage. It don't matter how it got there, but it is. So that's not life proof or positive. That's not positive life proof. That's negative. Because other than eating, what is the purpose of being here? We are here to eat. That's all. You are here to eat. Your main purpose is to eat. Shut up. Have a nice day. Video is over. It can end right there. Okay, let's continue. Open it back up. Let's continue that um we all do these hunger games to produce entertainment and energy. It'd be bored to them because we are their television. They are fucking bored. So they created us and use us to so they can live. Without us, they will die. Because they some sick fuckers. So if nobody paying a sick fucker no attention, they go slit their wrist. They can't take it. That's the name of the game. To overthrow the big boss. You are in a game, the Hunger Games. Okay? And a lot of people, because my theory is correct, and I stand correct, because if I offer to buy you food and to take care of your consumption level for a whole year, you will sell your soul to me because that's the main purpose. People sell their soul because we are forced to consume. And the worry of going without is called stress and depression. Stress causes depression. Stress comes first. Then depression, it lingers. With depression, you could calm down from a stressful situation, to the point to where you ain't stressing, but you're depressing. So, and you only gonna stress is because you worried about your consumption. That falls in the line of work, job, house over your head, money stored up. You got $100,000 in the bank. Well, you're not going to be stressing over your consumption and how you're going to live, because it's a panic that you have to eat 3 times a day, right? That's a huge responsibility of eating 3 times a fucking day. You think God gonna make you create a planet for you so you can eat 3 times a day and that's it and it's nothing else? Everybody can get to their food and eat 3 times a day, and there's no spiritual growth. You just sit here and you're eating 3 times a day, and that's it. And they just gonna look at you, look at us, live this peaceful life. Is it be boring to them? So they designed it this way so they can withdraw it to trigger emotions, because you worry and stressing that you have to eat 3 times tomorrow, and you don't know how you're going to do that. It's not designed for spiritual growth. It's designed for an energy grab for them, not for you. It's not designed for you to have a purpose. We're designed like cattle. Like you eat cattle when you go and you driving on the highways and you look over and you see a bunch of cattle on a small ass gate that they can probably jump over, but they don't. That's all they worried about, is eating 3 times a day also. Just like you. Just because you can talk and move around, you think you're better than them. You're not. They don't even have to pay rent. You do. You can say they're getting slaughtered. We're the dumbest animals on the motherfucking planet because they don't pay. We the only animals that pay fucking rent and mortgage. Stressed out about a mortgage. My man's and them chilling in the fucking grass like rent free. You shaking their head at them, they shaking their head at you like, y'all think y'all smarter? Yeah, y'all go ahead with that shit. We don't got to worry about paying no rent. So, that's the only purpose for the day. Like every day. And your loved ones is people you go along this path with, trying to get and gather consumption. That's it. People get jealous over your consumption because you can get it better than them. We compete over who got the most consumption and resources, which is consumption stored up. He's on top. He made $1 billion. LeBron James made $1 billion. First NBA active player, $1 billion. He's laid back, chilling. His consumption level, he don't have to never worry about his consumption level because he know he's got it. That's why rich people don't stress. They tires blow out and engine blows just like your shit, but they don't stress because they got their consumption level up to where they know they're gonna be all right. It's gonna get fixed immediately. We stressing because that shit happened to us. We don't know how we gonna get it fixed, and we just worrying because that's a tool that helps you get your consumption. The name of the game is you got to keep your consumption level up. And we juggling and shit, and that's why it's so cutthroat here. Because you got to think about it. If you don't eat for a whole day, bro, your stomach get violently fucking hungry. Like, you will feel violent pains. If you don't eat good in one fucking day, and you call yourself trying to do something like walk to the store or walk a far distance, something that exerts a lot of energy or something, your ass is going to be in pain. So that's pressure and letting you know that the Hunger Games is motherfucking real. Because it creates a hunger pain. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't eat for one whole day, your stomach will get violently fucking pains. That's a reminder, like, you got to get up and get your ass up, because that's the number one main reason of life, is to fucking eat like a cattle, an animal, nigga. Fucking facts. I'm breaking this shit down. I'm getting disrespected, but it's all good. I'm gonna have my day when I'm gonna shine, and I'm gonna blast all of you fake ass motherfuckers with no hard feelings. It's just what's real is what's real. You know what I'm saying? And you're not real, and it ain't gonna never change until you get real, because we need more in numbers. which you gonna have to stop being a fucking pussy. I'm trying to throw you an alley oop and let you know you got many lives. So, trying to retrain you like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You can risk it because we have more than one life. We're not just here for one lifetime and that's it. And so that why they teach you that, so you stay in line and value your life, which you're supposed to, but you can take more risks knowing you're gonna come back and life is a dream. So that's how cattle is, because we are cattle, right? The Hunger Games is fucking real. And when you bring kids in the world, that's more fucking leverage for them on you, because you know your kids gotta eat. So you playing all the Hunger Games. You playing it. You got to. You got to. We do all this shit, go to college, get a career, just so we can consume in the Hunger Games. If you haven't done that, then you're going to be a bad contestant in the Hunger Games because you ain't gonna have no money. And they cheat and they do all this fuck shit against my colored natives, aka black people in America. It's going to change. I'm not worried about it. Nobody ain't worried about that, because when you find out what the place is about, and you try to tell people and try to put them up on it, they just want to stay asleep. So I mean, stay asleep. When you let me know you want to stay asleep, you better not ask me for no favors later. You chose your side. You will have to go through, and I'm a forgiving person, but you have to go through some. You got to prove yourself that you worthy of getting a second chance, because what you did was some fake shit. All right. So the gods created the Hunger Games because it produces a energy for them, for you to be stressed out, everybody to be stressed out. Now everybody about to be stressed out because we're in the back end of the games, to where, oh, they going in for the kill because Thanksgiving is coming up. Don't you know what Thanksgiving is for the gods? Is when everybody in pain at the same time. That's like a big feast for them. Like 9/11 and even the Holocaust, even slavery, all that. And the real reason why everybody is all calm and everybody, because out of fear, because people were trying to be good to God when they were supposed to be fighting a war. But they already knew that shit, because the motherfuckers was fighting war already. It's just that when you have better technology and bigger technology, the real ones eventually get smoked out in the war, and what's left is the people that's back broke mountains. And that's how society is still at this point, to where it's peaceful and shit when it's horrible things going on. We already been like through it. People that already like knew these things tried to come out and speak on it, but people, it's beyond people comprehension, because you are a animal, intelligent animal, sheep, and I'm a God trying to help you out and waking your I don't like to use word God, but that's the word you can relate to. It's supreme being. Um, when you have the supreme being in you, I'm trying to wake up the supreme being in you. You know what I'm saying? To where um, we can stop playing this game, and they're gonna have to reset it and do some adjustments, some major adjustments. It will have to take another guy to come destroy this shit and start all over and all that bullshit the right way, which is never going to be done. It's been 10 civilizations already. Not exact, but around estimated 10 civilizations. Why you think these civilizations don't exist? Can he create a civilization that stays and grow here on out forever? You're not going to see that because he's not good. This facts. He's not good. He's not. None of his creations lasted long. He always comes and destroys the creation. That's an a-hole for you that does some shit like that. It's just like you creating your kid and you destroying your kid, killing your own kid. That's evil. But it ain't about. They don't give a fuck. They create shit all the time. It ain't about them creating something and all that and they destroying. They don't give a fuck about us. They can do that shit. Obviously, we expendable because they created us in the first place to need to consume, and it's designed to where we don't get shit out the fucking deal, but they do, so that we are expendable. You know. And how do you know this ain't hell? It's probably another fuzzy place somewhere, and we all the deplorables got sent here. No, it ain't that. Cause I already peeped out the design, and it's exactly what I'm saying. They need us tearing shit up, making us feel guilty, so they can feel good about them continuing to do what they motherfucker keep doing. We all stand around, stand up, and question him. That's what they say. Don't question him. Lost one, lost one. Somebody gonna stay asleep for a couple of more lifetimes. They could have been doing great, but anyway, um, it's people don't want to hear this type of information because the white man has already like told them and programmed them already. So they in a comfy spot with the information, and the shit I'm talking about is slapping them in the head like, hell no, I don't want to change. I don't want It's too hard. I'm gonna think like this. But them type of people is gonna be losing their goddamn mind because if you not on site, on point with reality, when reality crashes, you ain't gonna be able to fill the gap. You're out of there. You're out of there. You're going mentally ill if you don't hurry up and get woken. Because when they take that leap until when shit be off grid and all type of shit, a lot of people, don't you know, when we get go off grid and they're gonna blame it on the war and the motherfucking imp attack, we off grid, they scrambling around acting like they don't know how to turn it on, so it's gonna be like going, the power gonna be off for like 6 months or some shit. And when shit like that happens, man, don't you know the majority of people that die is going to be going crazy. They're going to be killing themselves because they can't bridge the gap of reality of what's going on. Versus me, it's like I'm woke. I'm already prepared for this, and I already know this shit don't mean shit anyway. So I'm gonna be less affected, less emotionally invested in what the fuck going on because I understand. Therefore, if you die and you confused and whatever you die, you come back the same way. So you're gonna start off your next life stressed out and confused and being a fucking dumbhead versus me. Because after they trick you in the bag, they're gonna try to give you paying contracts and keep you. If you go up there dizzy, they're gonna be trying to trick you with all types of paying contracts. When people have paying contracts, they come back, they take on the amount of pain before their life starts. Remember this conversation, but because you go through the retardation phase, but people be having like they agree to get the legs chopped off in motorcycle accidents or car accidents. Um, but these type of things be pushed onto them like interrogators in a fucking police station. trying to get you. If you ain't up on game, you gonna be agreeing to shit, and that's how you can come in life and have so much pain. And everybody gonna have that for natural pain, but I'm talking about that other type of pain to where it be like, all right, your daughter got scoliosis, he can't walk, and that's gonna be like a thing that's gonna be paining you for life. So that's probably a pain contract you signed because you wasn't woke, you was asleep when you died, and you went into the motherfucking, people be talking about afterlife. Ain't no afterlife. It's motherfucking uh, the review board. Trying to trick your ass coming back down here and giving you guilt trips because it's a cycle. Because when you are forced to consume and you in the Hunger Games, they be acting all nice and fuzzy and try to trick you into coming back and keep participating in these Hunger Games. Knowing if you look at the motherfucker and you be like, dog, this ain't worth my motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? And energy. You know what I'm saying? To go through this. But people who are like the indigo kids and the star seeds of higher other places like me, supreme beings, come down here to go against what they got going on. We knowingly come down here to go against the grain to help our people because we looking down here at this place like, and we see the cycle of people just going in circles and getting eaten and getting eaten and getting eaten. We don't like that. And we come down here as a challenge. Yes, it's a challenge and a chance that we can get eaten too. That's a chance that we take because we are supreme beings. Because it's like a game, a Hunger Games. It's a bet that you make to be like, all right, I bet that I will survive and you won't get me, and I'm gonna help these other people down here, and we gonna go against your stupid ass so you can stop this bullshit and we can trying to fight. What if I'm correct? I'll be the first one in history to challenge God and to question Him and to be like, what's going on? I'll be some type of motherfucking like fucking star. You know what I'm saying? If I can pull that shit off to where, you know what I mean? That's how when people like me do shit, we the first people that do it. You know what I'm saying? Other people you gotta wait till somebody else do it so you can feel comfortable, then you do it. See, people like me, we look like we're wrong. Oh, you tell everybody, oh, that's wrong. No, that's not gonna happen because nobody done it yet. The first person who ever do something always catch the backlash. But I'm trying to tell you, now these other niggas out here, man, I don't know who they is, man. They could be some agents, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even checking these niggas out like that. But it's a lot of people on YouTube, it's some fucking agents, and they getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So when you were saying cool shit and they want to reward you, they give you subscribers that will send you cash apps. They already get the money to send you cash apps, so you can look like regular people just supporting you. But it be people sent to you to support you because you doing cool shit. Me, I don't get cash apps at all. Not one motherfucking chirp. I used to here and there. I don't get shit now. So people is feeling some type of way, but they still be watching my fucking videos. It's all good because if this other project jumps off like I think it is, I'm gonna shut down this channel anyway. Cause both can't be going on at the same time. So I'll shut this bitch down. You ain't gonna know where the fuck I went. You gonna see me in a whole nother market doing something else. It's gonna be related to some woke shit, but it might be not this type of shit. This is some way woke shit that I shouldn't even be doing it because it's, I'm getting disrespected and motherfuckers ain't being appreciative. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers don't appreciate you till you gone. Somebody don't care till you gone. What type of person is that? That's a person that only forced to consume and only cares about his consumption. Love is a gimmick. All right? Love is a scam. And I'm going to have a video on that. It's a scam, my dog. Okay? Love is a scam. Yeah, I said it. The energy itself ain't the scam. It's a scam when you bring that energy here. It don't work here. People use it as a tool to trick you to get you so they can consume. Because everything here it's just like trying to have love in hell. Just picture that you in hell and you trying to have love. Same fucking format, damn near. Because certain things and energies can work here, but it won't because the nature of our desire. You are the 666 beast. How can you love when you are a beast? You can try both. Two people can try the best they can, and probably can come close to something good. But everybody else is going to be butchering that shit up, and it's just going to be causing pain. All what they wanted anyway, because they give you something just so it can fail. So they can see that high low, that up, that very excitement, and that low coming right after behind that of failure and disappointment. It's like a roller coaster. They love it, make you happy first before they make you mad because it goes up and come back down. So it's a roller coaster. That loose energy tastes good when it go up and come back down real fast. Or just staying constantly low. No, they needed to go up so it can come back down so it can taste better. I'm trying to tell you. Nobody gonna tell you no stuff like this. See, the Hunger Games is you. You're not sophisticated at all. Like you think you are. You have to go eat and go sit on the toilet and shit like a motherfucking animal. What is your purpose? To go to work for fucking every fucking day and get a house? That's some shit you supposed to already have for free. What's the end game? You seen your mother, you seen your grandmother, you seen everybody. How you think your end game is? And you think only life is just to get rich, to get they to be the biggest consumer, the biggest consumption level. Like I said in my other video, that's what life is to a human, just to eat. We eat other people so we can live. When it's like the food shortage go out, be pop off, and you in the grocery store, what type of game you think you in at that moment? Hunger Games times 10. It's the Hunger Games now. It's just gonna get amped up when shit pop off. It don't change to this to that. It's already that. It's just on lower levels to where you not picking up on it. It's always been a Hunger Games, but it's gonna be amped up. That's the reason for this video. You think love is going to exist when there's a food shortage and you in aisle 8 and other people in aisle 8 and you grab the last turkey that was sitting up there and you got it in your arms, then you turn around, there's 10 people looking at you? You think people care about love, or do you think they care about that fucking turkey in your fucking arms? What you think? I think they want that motherfucking turkey in your arms. That's what I think. So don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted, man, to be thinking that, all right, it's got to be love and all that, and you can't really change anything. Like, the only way you can change it is if you destroy the foundation and rebuild it up. That's the only way. Other than that, look in the streets. Everybody just look how people drive. Look how people drive. Where's the love? They cutting you off, racing, just to get home 5 minutes early. Because it ain't about them being late or being behind. It's about them cutting you off and beating you in that moment of stretch of road, because this is the Hunger Games. Okay? People will cut you off, and you on a long stretch of road, and your favorite restaurant's coming up about let's say 3 miles down the road, and you're driving. It's probably about one or two people is going to that same motherfucking restaurant, and you gonna be thinking like, damn, why is he? Anytime I stop at a light, he driving off real fast. Then he driving off, and somebody else zooming off. Next thing you know, you get to the good restaurant that everybody like. You see them same people in front of you in line. If you notice your surroundings, you will notice that sometimes. It don't happen that sometimes, but you will notice that shit. It's the Hunger Games. God created the Hunger Games, man. If you show me a civilization, and if you show me they had to eat 3 times a day, and I show you a matrix that was created for the Hunger Games, like a Hunger Games. Then he gave you pets and have you then make us have kids and families. Then you do it on them. You do it to your pet animal, and you do it to your children as God do it to you. That's a little something that's take away guilt from him too, because he like, oh, you do it to your dog and your kids, so I thought you liked that or whatever. You play games with your dog with food to make a TikTok video or to just be playing with him. You do it with your kids, and God do it to us. But it's a little bit on a serious demonic level when he do it, but when you do it on little innocent levels, and it's all in the system of taking away guilt from them, not him, them. You'll watch a movie and be like, yeah, it's the Matrix, yeah. As soon as it go off, you back thinking about the Matrix. So it's sad that you live in the city. I do too, but I'm getting the fuck on out of here. You living in the city where everybody on low poverty lines shop at the same area, be in the same area, go to the same supermarket, and when they pull the trigger, they're going to be watching how them areas of people that's grouped up together real close eat each other up. If it was no food, literally no food left to eat, what you think would happen? Well, you will go down a level. You will start eating other people, just like the animals do in the wild. But if you ain't eating and all the food is out, you unlock that energy, just like the lions in the wild. You have that same fucking low down, savage fucking energy, but you keep it down. You keep it locked, tucked down, because you up here at so many levels. Your lower self, the lowest self you can imagine about yourself, it's locked under a cage because your consumption level is okay. So you don't eat. So once your consumption level shrinkens, your conscious, if you allow it, will sink also, to where next thing you know, you look up and you're at your lowest self. Literally. The best results to show an example of that will be if we locked you up in a room for a whole week and didn't give you no food. On the seventh day, we unlocked the door. Whoever locks that door better run like hell, or he's gonna get eaten because you didn't eat. If he got any energy to chase you, he will eat your ass because he's so fucking hungry. His conscious level dropped, and he's living his lower self, just like an animal in the motherfucking the wild. If you live like your lower self, running around here like an animal, taking other people's shit, well, you might come back as a fucking lion in the wild because your energies match each other. Okay? Under no circumstances you let your energy get that low. If you get too low, you might not be able to come back up, or it might take a while. It might take somebody help, somebody say the right thing around you. Well, I told you you are the 666. We are the 666 beast. We're just masking it because we're living in on higher levels. You don't get to see it. But when you go in the ghetto and you see people living on low vibrations, you get to see the 666 beast that what we are made of. Everybody who are capable of that and have that in them. When you go to the ghettos where they starving at because their consumption level is low, you will see the 666 beast in prime reality. So that's how they can work it to where they can get black people to look like animals because they starve us out of money and resources. And if you do anybody like that that's in the 666 beast, then you will act. They will act like a 666 beast, literally. You probably start walking on all fours. Who knows? I mean, you will be that low to where if you didn't eat in a week, you're going to be so fucking hungry. You're going to be eating anything that you can get your hands on. If you still alive, they gonna say 7 days. Let's say 3 days. Let's say 3 days. You will do it in 3 days. You ain't eating 3 days. Okay. So people are confused about this place. They are confused about themselves, and they are confused about who God really is. Okay. Now, this type of information is not popular opinion. And I don't give a damn if it was. And if you know me, you already know I don't give a damn if it is or it ain't. I just kick it real. And it's sad that people want to blame Democrats and Republicans. I'm going way deeper up the total pole. I ain't blaming him all the way up there. Okay? Because nothing flies without him and them saying anything about it or giving it the pass. The CEO of the big corporation picks the soap that they use all the way down in the janitorial office in the closet of what they put on their fucking floors. I didn't see it in prime time. So don't tell me, oh, this is something that he ain't looking at. No, he all in this shit. Okay? He created the Hunger Games. I'm sorry to, if I wanted you to spiritually grow, I created you to not need food so nobody can't withdraw food from you and have a hunger crisis or a strike. You think we'd be affected if we didn't need to eat and it was a hunger strike? You think we'd be affected? We'd be like, all right, well, we didn't need food anyway. Let me go off in spiritual growth. You know what I'm saying? We spend most of our time trying to fucking eat. And that's the main fucking problem of this fucking world, and that's all in our design. That's what I was always meant to just tell you, and that is it for this video. This is Life is Rigged. Hit the Cash App up at Ali Barnes. Finally, is in the description, and I'm out.